All right, we're gonna make a long story short. This car came in with a misfire. Was it like this guy for a year has been living with this misfire, and of course it's time to get an inspection, so he needs to fix it. Now, typically a misfire is caused by something electrical or something other than what we found, and it wouldn't misfire until you drove it. At idle, didn't misfire. Only when you drove the car. And it was racking our brain because we did everything to do, leak down, compression, you name it, we did it. We found no issues. No issues. Coil swaps, plug swaps, injector swaps, you name it. So it ended up being the exhaust valve. Okay? This is one. And there's the other one. Okay, so it was the exhaust valve. So, here I am loaded with work. Most of it my own, actually. But my head guy, spent the whole day on it. And the reason I'm making this video is because of this spring tester here, this Proform, right? I had bought this, and if anybody owns one of these, they know that it's kind of not thought out the way it worked originally. And you'll tell by looking at it, this is new, this is new. There's a lot of different things going on here. So anybody who owns one of these that doesn't like the way it works, copy what I did. Make what I made. Number one, I put a stop, threaded stop. So when I go down to check the pressure, I can bring it down to the same spot every time instead of watching the measurement tool. But for anybody who has no interest in this spring tester, you're wasting your time even watching this. But a little piece of advice, here's a little snapshot of what I did to my Proform spring tester. And I suggest strongly you do it to yours. I mean, look, you used to have to push it the other way. It was horrible. I don't know what they were thinking when they made this. Nicely made tool. It's pretty decent. It's not half bad. And I liked it, but I just didn't like the action of how it worked. I prefer pulling down forward while I can watch, and I prefer a stop and this and that. Again, this is for somebody with the Proform spring tool that wants to make it better. Anybody else is going to be bored as shit watching this video. Pinch the dog's ass. Sneak up, pinch her. She freaks out. Too late now. She knows what you're doing. Yep. And that's that. So, little pan around. Even had to kick it old school on one of the hot rods last week with this bad boy. And, got a couple of 496s for sale if anybody's interested. Pitbull Motors, Freeport, Google it. $2,000 a piece. They're like brand new. They just need to be rebuilt. Yes, I know that's an oxymoron. They were put on a generator. They started using oil, and they got pulled. And all I need is to be freshened up. And then you have a set of 496s. Put them in a boat. Do what you want. Blah, 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 blah. All right. That's about it. Proform. Rocking the Proform. Fix yours. Get out the machines. Fix it. Make it better.